Good day everyone, I am Glendale Bakshal and today I'm going to discuss the concept of performance-based assessment and traditional assessment. So first, we are going to discuss the performance-based assessment. So performance-based assessment, we are measuring what the student learned from the past discussion, from the past lesson. So as we all know, children are not always the same. So other students can do this and other students cannot. So we, through performance-based assessment, we can assess what only the student learned from the lesson. So we are going to looking for what kind of level did the children reach when we discuss the lesson. So while in traditional assessment, it is a test taken by a pencil and a paper. So we are looking for a certain answer. Just like in true or false, enumeration, matching type, multiple choice. So it is a traditional test that I believe we all experienced. Thank you.
Now, I will explain what it measures when it comes to performance-based assessment, wherein PBA measure the higher order thinking skills about the activities. Also, PBA measure the ability of the students and how they think perform their skills. And it can also measure the ability of the students. In addition, it is used to measure students' ability to apply their learned knowledge and skills to a given task.
Hello po, ako po si Timothy Vallejo and ang i-explain ko po ay ang traditional assessment. So ano nga bang mini-measure at traditional assessment? So traditional assessment measures the knowledge of the student or each of the student. So ginagamit or sabihin natin, mame-measure ang knowledge ng mga estudyante through traditional assessment. And ang ginagamit po na process dito is multiple choice, true or false, quiz, exams. So ito po yung ginagamit para ma-measure yung knowledge ng mga estudyante, kung may natutunan sila sa lesson or na-retain yung mga informations sa kanila. And kung na-gets nila yung mga informations na ating mga tinuturo sa mga bata. So yun po mini-measure ng traditional assessment or yung TA, yung knowledge po ng mga bata. And yung talas ng kanilang isip kung may natutunan ba sila sa lesson or sa sabihin natin sa isang subject. Yun po.
I'm Jabel Alpenhilber. So after my group mates discuss about the concept and measure of performance-based assessment and traditional, let's now proceed to the advantage of performance-based assessment. Advantage of performance-based assessment. The students are becoming prepared in real-life-based scenario. Also, the PBA activities are all apparent. They can make tangible things that is related to the lessons. So, in this PBA advantage, it allows students to show what skills they learn and also to assess their own learning progress and reflect on their own educations. But not only as students can benefit in PBA, also our teachers. They gather in information about the learning needs of the students, and this will help them to modify their methods of teachings and learning style.
So, natatapos na nga po pala tayo sa advantage ng PBA or ng performance-based assessment. Kaya tumungo naman po tayo sa advantage ng traditional assessment or TA. So, basahin po natin yun nandito po sa ating T-chart. So, the advantage daw po is TA is student improve their ability to remember and comprehend information about the topic. So, TA do not necessitate the use of additional tools, making them very cost effective. The operation can be completed using just a pen and paper. So, dito nga po sinasabi na yung mga estudyante sa traditional assessment, nasusubukan yung kanilang cognitive abilities. Kasi 'di ba dito kapag nagkukuha tayo ng exam or mga test, inaalala natin kung ano nga ba yung mga pinag-aralan natin. So, yun nga yung sinasabi na cognitive abilities. Parang kailangan natin maalala yung yung mga napag-aralan natin. So, sinasabi din dito na ito yung approach na very simple at straightforward. Also, time-saving din siya. Kasi nga, di ba, nagte-test lang tayo. Hindi natin kailangan ng mga extra tools na gagamitin. Only our paper and pen. So, ayun. Ito din, di ba, sinabi nga kanina na time-saving nga siya. So, para sa mga estudyante, convenient to. Lalo na sa mga teacher. Kasi mas madali nilang na ma-manage yung mga estudyante o mga bata na kanilang na-handle. So, ayun nga po. Salamat po.
The disadvantage of performance-based assessment for the students and teachers, it is usually highly time demanding. And also, the students' specialized skill sets are greatly relied upon the outcomes, and it also can be subjective. So it means that the process of performance-based assessment is a cycle between the teacher and the student that is continually moving. The education process focuses on planning, delivery, and assessment, and both teacher and the students are continually assessing whether or not the content and delivery was successful. And the example of performance-based assessment are the portfolios, interviews, projects, and presentations.
Disadvantage in traditional assessment. The students cannot use their thinking skill because it happens that teachers always give the information. The role of the students receive all the information without applying the lesson in the real life situation. Or students get limited options. They are confined in four corners of classroom. Sa traditional assessment kasi, dito yung mga tests and quizzes. So, ang disadvantage naman po pagdating dito is, di ba, minsan, may mga teacher na pagkain ng lesson is magpapaquiz na agad. Like, multiple choice, di ba yun yung kalimitang pinapagawa sa atin? Pag ganun kasi, parang hindi na nila kailangan pag-isiping mabuti yung mga, estudyante. Kasi, anytime, pwede silang manghula kasi nandun naman sa questionnaire yung sagot. And di ba may mga lesson na need talaga natin gawin mismo para maintindihan at ma-experience natin talaga. Kasi with that, marinig o mabasa lang natin yung keyword, maalala na natin agad yung tinatanong.
Assessment method in PBA. Performance assessment requires students to demonstrate knowledge and skills, including the process by which they solve the problem. So, performance-based assessment varies greatly depending on author, disciple, publication, and intended audience. In general, a performance-based assessment measures students' ability to apply the skills and knowledge learned from a unit or unit of study. The task challenges students to use their higher-order thinking skill to create a product or complete a process. Then let me give some examples of method of assessment, which is written work, portfolios of student work, visual or audio recording of oral presentation of yourself, peer, and others, capstone projects, field or service learning projects.
Assessment method of traditional. So traditional and testings requires a student to answer question correctly, often on a multiple choices test. So, traditional assessment are tests taking with paper and pencil that are usually true or false, matching, or multiple choices. The assessment are easy to grade but only test isolated application, facts, or memorized data at lower level thinking skills. And the traditional test is often used when there is an exam they will study of every subject and give them a reviewer who will appear on the test paper.